The Dallas Cowboys were one of the best NFL teams of the 90s, and the Chicago Bulls were definitely the best team in the NBA in the 1990s. But neither franchise has won a championship in their respective sport in over 25 years. But that ends today because I will be simulating a year of Madden 23 followed by a year of NBA 2K23 to see who wins a championship first. Every year I will spin the wheel of NFL teams and NBA teams to add a superstar from their respective sport to their team. And we're going to start off with the Dallas Cowboys. Which player are we going to be adding from what NFL team? And we're going to start it off with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And let's see who's going to be joining the Chicago Bulls. Who are we going to be adding here? Don't tell me we're going to add a player from the Bucks. Oh, we were so close to Giannis. Instead, we have the Utah Jazz. And the player I took from the Buccaneers to add to the Cowboys is right tackle Tristan Wirfs. Definitely not a flashy pick, but this right tackle is only going to get better as we continue to go on the simulation. And this offense already looks super elite with CeeDee Lamb, Dak, Tyron Smith, Zach Martin, and Tristan Wirfs. Then you have the defense with Trayvon Diggs and Micah Parsons, two young players that are only going to get better. In the first year, Cowboys were good enough to go 11-6 and make the playoffs, with Dak placing second in passing yards in the entire league with almost 5,200, 39 touchdowns, and 11 picks. Dak finished third in MVP. As we look to the playoffs, they faced the Cardinals in the wildcard round. Already 14-0. Madden loves the Cowboys in simulations, so I wouldn't be surprised if they make a deep playoff run. Already 21-7 in Arizona. The AFC is definitely more stacked than the NFC too, so I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if we made the Super Bowl here in year one. But don't choke this game. 28-14. Cardinals looking to come back. They can't. Cowboys are moving on to the next game. Somehow the Falcons are in the playoffs in the divisional round. They're 11-6, so we're going to Atlanta. And I don't know how the Falcons made it into the playoffs, but we are dominating them. The Cowboys are up 31-7. We're definitely going to the NFC Championship game. Will we see the Eagles that won the NFC East? And it is going to be Dallas versus the Eagles to go to the Super Bowl in year one. Cowboys started this game off 7-0 down. Let's see a little offense, though. They dominated the Falcons and the Cardinals. Can they beat the Eagles, too? They beat all Birds teams. I just realized that. Cardinals, Falcons, and if they beat the Eagles, all Bird teams. But all that run got them was 3rd and 3 from their own 32. Are they going to go 3 and out to start the game? You got Wirfs, you got Tyron Smith, you got Zach Martin on the offensive line. 3 abilities out of the 5-0 lineman, and Gallup's going to pick up the first. Looks like Gallup was actually out of bounds. They take that one back, so now it's 2nd and 10 from the 32. Dak again going to throw. This guy probably had a clean pocket all day until his son Reddick says, "Hello, Dak Prescott." If the Eagles faced the Cowboys in the NFC Championship, this would be a crazy game. Both great rosters. What a throw by Dak and what a catch by T.Y. Hilton. That's tough if you're an Eagles fan. That should have been a tough field goal. Instead, it's 1st and goal, and Pollard is going to score. And this is just an offensive shootout. 21-14, 21-21. Both teams cannot be stopped. Eagles finally get the stop they need. That could be the difference in the game. And I think they're just going to get out of here with a win. The Eagles send Dallas home in year one. And what's funny is that Lauri Markkanen is coming back to the Chicago Bulls from the Jazz. And this starting 5 for the Bulls is excellent. All 82 plus overalls, with Lonzo being the worst. You have DeMar playing the 3, Levine playing the 2, Markkanen shifts over to the 4. You have Vucevic at the center spot, and then you have Lonzo Ball as your point guard. How does Luka win MVP every year in this game? We didn't have one player make an all-NBA team. It doesn't matter if we have an all-NBA player. We just played good as a team, finishing 54-28, tied for 3rd in the Eastern Conference. Markkanen's not having his Utah Jazz numbers. He's definitely like how he looked on the Bulls in Cleveland. 13.6 points per game, 6.5 rebounds per game, and 1.6 assists per game. He was pretty efficient, though, at 3-point range. Zach LaVine led this team in scoring, though, with 24.1 points per game, 4.2 rebounds per game, and 4.6 assists per game, shooting 50% from the field and 39% from 3-point range. And it's playoffs time with the Cavs taking on the Bulls in round 1. We have an elimination game. Cavs are up 3-1 in this series. If it's super close at the end, we'll try to jump in. So far, it is a close game. In Chicago in the 3rd quarter, let's slow it up. We're down 9. Gotta pick it up. Still down 9 points. Okay, a little bit of a comeback, though. If we can get closer, I'll jump in, but down 11 points, we're eliminated. Pretty solid year one for both teams, but back to the wheel of NFL teams we go, and which NFL team we're going to be taking a player from? The New Orleans Saints. And joining the Dallas Cowboys, a lockdown corner number 1, Marshon Lattimore, 92 overall to go with Trayvon Diggs. The offense, for the most part, is exactly the same. I would say everybody just got better in overall for the most part. Then on defense, we have Micah now at a 99 overall. You have 92 Lattimore and 88 Trayvon Diggs with some pretty good safeties as well. The Cowboys were the number 1 seed in the NFC in year 2, going 12-5. You have Dak having another great season. 5,149 passing yards, 41 touchdowns, and 14 picks. Surprisingly, Surprisingly, though, Dak is only 6th in MVP this year. Had Pollard rush for over 1,000 yards. There was 3 1,000-yard receivers, and the top receiver on this team was Allen Lazard with 1,500 yards and 16 touchdowns. And in the divisional round, they get the Rams. Let's simulate and see if they go to the championship game. And they're in the NFC Championship again, this time against the Falcons. They have to be Super Bowl bound. I don't know how Atlanta keeps getting into the playoffs with these great records. Cowboys destroyed them last year. This year, it's a closer game. It's tied up 13-13, 20-13, 20-20. Is Desmond Ridder still their QB? Who's the QB for the Falcons? Right now, it's 30-20 Falcons. You got to be kidding me. We're going out to Atlanta in the NFC Championship. Back-to-back NFC Championship losses for the Cowboys. And now to the wheel of NBA teams to add a player to the Chicago Bulls in year 2. And we are going to get the Miami Heat. This is very conflicting. I could reunite Jimmy Butler like we did Markkanen in Chicago, or I can go with Bam and take a center who's only going to get better at 26 years of age. And the roster for this year is pretty much the exact same. We have Bam, we have Zach LaVine, Markkanen, Lonzo Ball, and DeRozan. We just lost Vucevic, and we added Bam. Wow, Luka finally didn't win MVP. However, Lonzo made all defensive first team. Kind of regressed a little bit. We went from the 3rd seed last year to the 4th seed this year. Bam had a good season, 19 points per game, 11 rebounds, 4.5 assists per game, 55% from the field, pretty much played like himself. Markkanen, though, I expect him to put up some Jazz numbers since he came to the Bulls. He's just not doing that. And we're down 3-1 again. We lost. This one's over. 7 seconds left, and we're eliminated again. Dallas just needs to get out of the NFC Championship game, and they can win the Super Bowl. What team are we going to add a player from now? The Cincinnati Bengals. We need a huge NBA superstar to join the Bulls if we want a chance. And we are going to get one with Joel Embiid from the 76ers. Call me crazy, but I am taking Joe Burrow from the Bengals. I'm getting rid of Dak. He cannot get it done in the big game. We all know Dak is great in the regular season, but Joe Burrow is going to take us to the promised land with this offense. Defense is still solid, not amazing. We have Micah 99, Lattimore 94, and Trayvon at an 89, with DeMarcus Lawrence still an 88 overall. Well, that decision came back to bite me. The Cowboys didn't even make the playoffs. Almost 5,300 yards, 40 touchdowns, and 12 picks. And they ranked 3rd in offensive yards. Let's see if Joel Embiid 95 overall makes a difference. It looks like we lost DeMar DeRozan and Lonzo Ball, but that's fine because we have Joel, Bam, LaVine, and Markkanen can move back to the 3. Darius Garland takes home the MVP in year 3. Bam made All-NBA 2nd team, and Joel Embiid made All-NBA 3rd team. But this team regressed once again, going 42-40 to make the play-in game. Embiid had a pretty good season. He had 25 points per game, just about 10 rebounds per game, and 4 assists per game. And now we face the Pacers in the play-in game. But luckily, we won the 2nd one, and now we get the Cavs in round 1 as the 1 seed versus the 8 seed. And we got swept in the 1st round. What an ugly year for both teams. Going into year 4, neither team had a great showing. Cowboys didn't make the playoffs. Bulls basically didn't make the playoffs. And now we have the Baltimore Ravens to take a player. Bulls really need some help. They need a point guard or a really good shooting guard. Let's see. Phoenix Suns, Devin Booker could be on this team. Maybe Kevin Durant. I don't know how old he's going to be at this point. We got to start upgrading the Dallas defense here. And the best player I can get from the Ravens defensively besides a corner is 95 overall Roquan Smith. Offense is still pretty much the same. Zach Martin's not the right guard anymore. That's the only difference. And then we're going to need some help on the defensive line with a lot of these players getting older. What a difference a year makes. We are back with Dallas as the #1 seed in the NFC. Burrow, 2nd league in passing and 4th in the league in touchdowns. We are 1st in offensive yards this year. But Burrow still can't win an MVP award. And we are back in the NFC Championship game. 3rd time has to be the charm against the Giants. If we get knocked out of another NFC Championship game, I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. We've added so many players to this team. We should not be getting knocked out in the NFC Championship. And the Giants score again. All right, bro. It's time to become a Cowboys legend here. You're down 3. You got 2 minutes. You have a field goal for overtime no matter what. But win this game right now. Use all the time you need. Oh my, you've got to be kidding me. What kind of a throw was that, Burrow? 7-yard rush. The Cowboys are out again. I'm a Giants fan. I wanted the Cowboys to win this. The Suns still have KD. He's 37, but he's a 95. Booker, Ayton. I'm going to go probably with Kevin Durant, though. Markkanen left this team, but if we cannot make the finals with KD, Joel, Bam, and LaVine, I don't know what to do. Giannis is on the Cavs, and he wins MVP. We did have Bam and Joel make All-NBA 2nd team. Once again, we're in the play-in with a 45-37 record. Why does every player have a down year when they come to this team? 20 points per game, 5.7 rebounds for KD, and 4.3 assists. He still is very efficient, though. And we got eliminated in 5 games. At this point, I'm begging the Cowboys to win because the Bulls cannot win a playoff series. Doesn't matter who we put on their team. Now we take a player from the Los Angeles Chargers. NBA literally doesn't matter. We cannot win. Unless we get the Cavs and we get Giannis. You got to be kidding me. Wow. And from the Chargers, I added 97 overall Derwin James. We made the playoffs at 11-6, but the Giants are 14-3. We got the 49ers in the wild card round. I'm skipping to the NFC Championship to see if we're in it. And we lost 45-3 to the 49ers. This would be impossible if we don't win, in my opinion. We're going to take Giannis off the Cavs. We're going to add him to our team. We're making the Cavs worse and us way better. Luka's back to win an MVP. Giannis makes All-NBA first team. We're still somehow only the 6th seed with all of these players. And it looks like we got the Raptors in round 1. Thank you. We're taking care of business in the playoffs, up 3-0, 3-1 if we choke this. Thank you. We finally win a playoff series. And we're actually facing the 5-seeded Miami Heat. We are looking for the sweep right now. Can we sweep them? 4-0 Eastern Conference Finals to the NBA Finals. And we're taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder in the finals. And we have a series tied 2 games apiece going back to Oklahoma City. Game is not over yet. Don't celebrate too early. We actually won on the road. Bulls are down 11 right now going into the 4th quarter. I think we might be going game 7. And we're going to game 7. We're going to wind up jumping into this game. We have a 3-point lead. 5-point lead, 3-point lead. We're jumping in. Go vintage KD for us one time. Or just give the ball to Giannis. What is that? What is that? Okay, I don't know what that shot was, but we need a good defense. What a pass. And then it's a 3-point game. You need points here. It's only a 3-point game, 1-possession game. Giannis, you gotta do something crazy. That was pretty crazy. That was pretty crazy. Giannis. Please don't take any dumb 2K logic shot. I guess I'll live with that. He missed it, though. Let's hope their 2K logic for the Thunder's also dumb, and they take a terrible shot, because that's what we need. We have the lead. Hey, that's fine. That's fine. We need another, though. Do not let it be a 2-point game, and he sinks it. We have a 3-point game again. Take a stupid 3. Or 2. Why does he keep taking 2? It's no good. Bam! I mean, Bam's not great at free throws, but we'll take it. How about 2? We're feeling lucky. We're feeling lucky. Seconds away, and there will be a celebration in Chicago for the first time in about 25 years. The Bulls are NBA champions. The Larry O'Brien Trophy headed back to Chicago for the first time in 25 years. Giannis was the guy to go to. He wins NBA Finals MVP. That's gonna do it for the video, everyone. If you enjoyed it, do me a favor, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new. In the comments down below, let me know what challenge, what video do you want to see next. Peace.